Welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy and to another Tag Tuesday. This one is a little different. In this video, I am just going to share where I get materials for all of these tags that I have here and that I use in so many of my projects. I shot the video and then deleted part of it, and so I had to reshoot the intro, this intro, and the ending of the video. So sit back and maybe you'll get some ideas yourself. If you get ideas that you want to share with me, be sure to do that in the comment box. See you in a bit. Now, I realize not everybody has a tag punch that cuts out this shape, but it's not that hard to make a punch like this. All you have to do is cut your rectangle and then use a corner chomper to make your tags. Not everybody realizes how many different places you can find material to make ephemera for your junk journals. I have this tag punch, and it cuts out this size of tag, which is 1.5 inches by 2 1/4 inches, and I can just punch that out. And one of the things that I do whenever I am working in journals is whenever I get down to scrap time, when it's time to put everything away that I've used and I have all the scraps and the bits and pieces, I pull out my punches and I get as many things out of those scraps and bits and pieces as I can. So one of the sources for all of those tags, scraps and pieces, stars, circles, whatever, are obviously scrapbook papers, which we're all familiar with, the scrapbook papers. But there are some more places as well. Another place is your hand-dyed papers. And here I just have a selection of some of them that I have punched out from my hand-dyed papers. Then you can also get them from your note papers. We don't always think about that. These are actually even from a notebook of graph paper. And I left the holes there because I liked the pattern that it added. You've also got book pages, different kinds of book pages. This tag here is actually 3 layers because I had used it as a glue book. And then this one got stuck to the glue book, so I punched through all 3 layers. I think that'll make an interesting tag. There's sheet music. Let's see, that is actually called manuscript paper. Another page from a book that is a flower. These are end papers, and I have a couple of others that I really like. Just to show you. Maybe I just have one other. This is an end paper from a book. This is an end paper from a book. It's not just white. It is a gray and a black marbled textured look. And then even, like I said, book pages, music book pages. Here's another end paper. Another place that you can get scraps to make your punches, your tabs, whatever, are your painty scraps. Oversprays, where you've used a paper to test out your inks. If you've used paper to lay your stencil on and keep paper from going into a certain part of it, those make really good tags. Also, misprints. If you print digital images and they just don't come out right, you don't have to waste the paper. Cut some tags out of it. Another one is just leftover digital images. These were left over from a flyer for my husband's company's 30th anniversary get together. Now, even more, these are from packages. All of these are from packaging. And I really like them because they are heavier duty. You get images that you wouldn't normally see, like in scrapbook paper or whatever. And they just add a little extra oomph. This even has a little tree here, and it's got some texture along with it. Index cards. You can also punch them out of index cards. You have ready-made journaling spaces. And then these are index cards that are somebody's notes from a college chemistry class. And they are simply punched out with my tag, and there is room to write on the back. But I kind of like this. This one here even says, let's see, where'd it go? Explosive yellow gas. And then you can get ephemera from advertising. I think that these three came from a Target ad that came in the mail. This came from another ad that was in the mail. Wrapping paper. Now, if you're going to go with wrapping paper, I suggest backing it with something because it is very flimsy. But look, that would just be a gorgeous tag right there. I have even cut tags from paper bags, paper grocery bags. My favorite place, though, to get, let's see, paper for the tags is greeting cards. I mean, look at this. This is embossed. It is sparkly. It is gold. Has these gorgeous flowers. This, you could use either side. You've got a bow or you've got a cross. I love this gold here, and then there's embossing on the side. I like this design right here. It's a shiny red. Little flowers, little blue tree. This was part of a stamped, embossed, let's see, it's not a signature. It's just, I don't know. It's like when you do your stamp signature. It's not personal because you didn't actually write it. It's just, but I liked the circular swirly parts. More greeting cards. I liked that one. And some of them are just very subtle, like you can just barely see any pattern on that tag. There's another one of the red swirl. Another one, you can see this is gold, and it just got a little slight shimmer. Another one, this has a little glittery gold shimmer. And I cut the end of it. The card was scalloped on the end, and then I've got the glittery spiral here. This one can be used either side because both sides were printed. Sometimes it's just a very subtle texture. I don't know if you can see the texture on that one, but it's just a very nice look. Again, the same with this one, just a very subtle woven texture there. But greeting cards, I would say, have to be my favorite place to cut out shapes for ephemera. Especially if it's not a greeting card that you are just going to keep and cherish forever. Usually with a greeting card, the part that I keep and cherish is the handwritten sentiment on the inside. If someone has written me a note, I keep that part. I put it in my treasure box. And then the rest of it I can use. And I'm sure that the person who gave me the card would appreciate that I kept the love and the beauty going from that card. And those are most of the places that I get materials for my tags. And I appreciate you joining me today for this little bit different episode of Tag Tuesday. And as always, be kind. Bye.